direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of
Welcome back, dear viewers. Now, as all of us are preparing ourselves for the Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayujya Samadhi Darshan, which is due to start very shortly. Now, let us all take a few minutes just watching this sharing of one of the devotees, how she felt being a founding father and a founding mother of Kailasa. Life with an avatar is so profound. Every opportunity you get to experience a phenomenal breakthrough in that aspect of life. Whether you are being someone who has decided, I'm going to give my entire life for Kailasa, and you decide to take the jump of sannyas, or whether you decide to take the jump of apat sannyasi to be a warrior for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, or with of Kailasa. Whatever opportunity that you experience, you decide to just understand that is the greatest blessing that you can have, because there will be a phenomenal breakthrough through that which you will be receiving just by being a part of that in whatever way you can. Whether it is a small effort that you put to put a 1 cent coin and a banana leaf, banana and the beetle leaves, or whether you are giving your whole life to dedicate for this mission, whatever you do, please understand, with an avatar, every small action of yours, remembering the avatar, becomes your direct path to enlightenment. That by itself becomes a kriya, an offering for the avatar.
And Nithyananda, as you were so rightly saying, how we prepare ourselves to receive the avatar, how we prepare ourselves to receive Bhagavan Irena, Sundareshwara, Paramashiva, Parampurul, when we are having this Sayujya Samadhi Darshan. Now, for those of you who are here, some of you may want to manifest health, manifest wealth, manifest relationships. Some of you may want to, become a part of Kailasa as a Sarvanyapita Yajaman. Some of you may want to become a part of Kailasa by coming and joining the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. Whatever way you may want to become, the best opportunity for you is now. So when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is blessing us as Bhagavan Sundareshwara, and Bhagavan Sundareshwara manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, now's the time each and every one of us can utilize this opportunity and get blessings for our intention to manifest as a reality. Just by putting in the live chat, YouTube live chat, Facebook live chat as a comment, just by putting your questions there, your questions are directly seen by Bhagavan Irena, Ishvara Parampurul himself, and Bhagavan answers our questions, blesses our intention to manifest our intention as reality. And in one of the Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading, Devi answered the question saying, for you to do the Shiva Punya, just have that intention. Have that intention inside you. That is enough. So for those of you, so many of you who are here are really wanting to become a part of Kailasa, you have a sincere intention to become a part of Kailasa, to contribute to Kailasa, to manifest Kailasa within you, around you, to be a part of the Kailasa ecosystem. Whatever way you want to become a part of the greatest and the only Hindu nation, Kailasa, all you have to do is just hold on to that intention strongly. And when we have the live darshan of Bhagavan Sundareshwara, you can put your questions in the YouTube live chat, or in Facebook live chat, or in Instagram, Twitter, or in the WhatsApp chat on kailasa.org. We have so many different ways in which you can manifest your intention as reality. And we all just saw the beautiful video of one of the Sarvanyapita Yajamans of Kailasa, Mark Kinley from Australia, how her journey to becoming a Sarvanya Pita Yajman. And if you are watching this and you feel like, okay, I really want to become a Sarvanya Pita Yajman as well, you can put your requests in the chat and you can get your prayer request, your intention blessed by Bhagavan Sundareshwara. And in the live chat option that you have, you can ask any questions. And each and every question is directly falls under the divine eyes of Bhagavan Sundareshwara, and your questions gets answered. And what is the space that we need to hold as we prepare ourselves for the darshan, which is going to be starting in just a few minutes? The space of deep gratitude, devotion, and surrender.
And actually, like as Manyanatma Swami was sharing, for each and every one of us, when we sit, when we receive that, you are asking whether you're asking your purpose of life, or whether you're asking whatever that you want to ask as a boon to Bhagavan Sundareshwara when he manifests through you as a Nijavatar. Please understand, even Bhagavan Sundareshwara's question, eyes falling upon your question itself means that itself is a greatest blessing and a boon, because that your obstacles align you to your purpose. Actually, many people who connect to Sundareshwara Paramashiva, each of them, there are many people who do the Leela Dhyana by reading the 64 Thiruval connect. There are many people who do the different chantings and connect. To everybody on planet Earth right now, even to the many of the ardent devotees, their way to connect to Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva. But out of the 7 billion planet Earth right now, even if you are here by accidentally stumbling, you are chosen and blessed, because for you, the cosmos, divine, Paramashiva, Sundareshwara, whatever you call, that is not a mere formless existence. It is very much existing in flesh and bones in front of your eyes, manifesting in his Nijavatara as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. For us, Sundareshwara is not a mere history, he is a happening, who is alive in flesh and bones, who has come down just to attend to us, just to answer our questions, just to give us boons, attend to our prayers.
Actually, just being in the presence of the avatar itself burns janmas of karmas. It's a very beautiful point where even though people can have the blessing to go and visit the temple, have darshan of the deity in the temple, the deities also manifest the consciousness. They of course have the being radiating, but unfortunately the Nijavatara manifests. And how many of you, when you are sitting in the darshan, moment the screen opens and moment you see Bhagavan Sundareshwara sitting, unknown to you, without your control, automatically you start smiling. Sometimes your eyes goes wide and the tears of bliss starts pouring. Your whole being is just filled with joy. Like without your own control, like suddenly you'll realize, oh my God, I'm so blissful. How many of you are having such experiences? You all can comment in the YouTube comment, the super chat. You all can comment in the YouTube chat. Understand that is first thing, that is a signal that you are having that Shaktipada happening to you. And second, it means that the darshan is actually working on you, because when you have the darshan and when this kind of when your whole being literally reacts, responds to it, understand that means the mirroring of neurons are happening. Let's say you're walking on the road and you see someone carrying something heavy. Immediately, what happens to you? You also you cringe, right? Like you feel like that. You see like that when you see somebody carrying something heavy. Why? Because the way the neurons are happening in their brain, without you even carrying that heavy box, that neural activity starts happening in your brain. This happens to all of us in many places. That's why when you see a very romantic movie, and your whole biology literally reacts to it. And when you see a very, let's say, a sad scene in the movie, and then when the hero goes like that, and when you also, your whole face reacts like that. How many of you have observed this? You all can keep interacting with us in the comments. Yes, I'm seeing Manisha Bahadur sending a heart, and Vincent Texte is saying yes and yes. And then Shilpa Shri is saying whole biology changes. I think these are all the responses to my question of what happens to you when you, moment you see darshan. Absolutely, ma. So now you all can actually see it, answer even for this. When you see a horror movie, when you see that the person who's getting afraid of the ghost, when you see that person, automatically you will also get afraid, even though you know what you're saying is just a movie and the ghost is not going to come through the screen and do something to you. See, these are all happening because the neurons are getting mirrored in your brain. When in a movie scene, when some hero is talking to a heroine and this is the reaction they are having, and that itself is getting mirrored in your brain, then imagine and see, and that is, they are not intentionally trying to get that mirrored in your brain, but that is what is automatically happening in you. Then imagine and see what kind of a reaction or a response happens. Open and you have the darshan, immediately a whole being just reacts. I'm seeing more comments actually are flowing in. Ma Devika Rani is saying, yes, ma, in one of the darshan, tears simply kept flowing. So much relief and relaxed I felt. Thoughts just dropped and so unclenched. So beautiful, ma. Ma Devika Rani, you actually need to know one thing. You've had is millions of dollars worth. Just go and see some of the recent interviews that the celebrities have given. Some very rich celebrities have given. They're going through a lot, they're battling a lot of mental health issues amidst this pandemic. And how thoughts just dropped and you felt so unclutched. Wow. The amazing experience that Somji is giving is something beyond, you can't even say, it's just beyond any word that you can even talk about. The text is saying, can't help it but smile. I get it. It's just like, the moment the red curtains open, you're just all filled with smiles. Rahul Hassan is saying, every eye movement I notice with Bhagwan and we interact. I mean, Bhagwan's eternal bliss, Paramashivam and me interact just through thoughts without even commenting. Somji answers because he just needs intention. So beautifully put, Aya. So beautifully put. Actually, many people share that, saying how even they just thought, immediately Somji did that. Immediately Somji responded to them. It is just for them that Somji spoke. There is a cosmic umbilical cord connection between you and Swamiji. And all these are nothing but happenings that are happening because of that. Such a beautiful observation that you have had, Aya. And you should also know continuously, when actually many times Devi declares or Sundareshwara declares, saying that physically they are present in front of you. You might be thinking you're seeing them only on the screen, but through the screen, they're seeing you. So such a beautiful thing that you observed, an observation that you're sharing with us. So beautiful. And Ma Devikaran has responded to the thing saying, definitely, Ma, thanks so much, Ma.
Actually, the way you can see, each of you are sharing, like the way your whole biology changes, you receive the darshan. Please understand, what we are having today, what we are having every day, in fact, is a sacred science, which is not easily available. Today, it is being revived as part of the grand revival of Kailasa, where so many such sciences, where Bhagavan, where the cosmos, where the whole consciousness, divine, whatever we call it, is in an easily accessible dimension to us. Please understand, this does not just translate into darshans. In every aspect, whether education revival, whether revival of library, every aspect. For us, the ultimate, the best, the consciousness, so many things that are happening around. Where even a so-called, as it claims, a country where Hinduism is majority, continuously Hinduism is being attacked. It is only Kailasa, it is only the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, who has decided to do the Tyaga, to stand up, to tell whatever it comes, I will boldly, unapologetically revive Hinduism, protect humanity by reviving Hinduism. But how can we, as Hindus, who are living in different parts of the world, each corner, someone of us may be sitting somewhere in New Zealand and listening to this, or somewhere in the US and listening to this, somewhere in Canada, somewhere in Europe, whichever part of the world that we are in, wherever we are, how can we keep this Dharma Chakra alive? What can we do? How can we be a part of this revival? Please listen. Go ahead.
No, as Devi once had told, it is the responsibility of every Hindu, a person who's born to in a Hindu yonija, means if you are born to Hindu parents, it is our responsibility to keep Hinduism alive. And that is with that commitment we have taken this body. So once we take this body, we as born Hindus, and of course many of us here are practicing Hindus as well, and each and every one has responsibility of keeping this Dharma Chakra alive, keep ecosystem alive, which is what Swamiji is doing. Yes, ma, please. I just wanted to share.
Actually, I just wanted to ask all of you. There's many people I'm saying, Basdai Neval Das is actually saying, just crying, crying and crying. Nithyanandam. Yes, words cannot describe or explain. It's so beautiful. And Ma Yogeshwari Rajagopal has put, yes, it's always happened when I see Swamiji. And then Rahul Hassan has shared, I manifested dream job of best R at, oh my God, I think the comments are just not even able to scroll. Best air ticketing an executive, and that too, and he just manifested just by Swamiji's blessing what exact job he wanted. Shirang Dekaya has posted, many times it has happened that I'm doing something else or even in sleep, and somehow I'll be in front of my PC and the red contains open and then ask the question and they blessed me. Feel so blessed. And oh my God, so many people are commenting. And Bigyan Chapa again, sorry, I hope I pronounced your name right, is posted Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. Very powerful line, and actually in very sync with what I was going to share also. The experiences that each of us have been experiencing with Swamiji, the grace and blessings of Swamiji, through various dimensions of Paramashiva, one day experiencing Mahaganapati in physical form while the whole world is celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi and they're all celebrating with the deity. We are here in Mahakailasa celebrating with physically with Mahaganapati himself. When the whole world is celebrating Krishna Janmashtami with the deities of Krishna, we as Kailashians are celebrating with the physical embodied form of Krishna itself. Each and every day, we wake up not to see celebrities, but to see Irena, Sundareshwara, Paramashiva landing down in the physical embodied form through Swamiji. We see Devi, Parashakti, the cosmic mother, manifesting continuously and assuring that she is with us. This amazing blessing, amazing boon that we have is alive. It is available to us because Sanatana Hindu Dharma is alive, and that is being made available to us by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. One thing we all need to really realize is this Sanatana Hindu Dharma is at a major risk, almost in the verge of being extinct. I'm not using the word endangered, I'm using the word extinct. Because what once spanned in 56 nations is today stateless, except for Kailasa, the world's greatest Hindu nation. It is at an alarming rate things are happening. We also, the whole world was shocked by Palgar mob lynching. And then next attacks. Now attacks on our Hindu monks, and then attacks on the major heads of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Now, at this point, it is we as Kai Dharma Chakra alive. And it is possible. And now, the time has come to have the darshan of Irenar Sundareshwara Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. That is also straight. The head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes and start chanting them. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.